Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel and to Train Sim World and the Peak Forest Railway, because we're going to take a run in the Stanier 8F with a bit of mixed freight today. We are going from Ambergate up to Rowsley Sidings with this one. It's a 10-mile one, it's just a short one. We don't often run steam on the channel, so I wanted to run some steam because I quite enjoy it. I haven't driven the 8F for ages. I've driven the Scotsman quite a bit up the West Coast Main Line and East Coast Main Line recently, but not the 8F, not for a while. We get the 8F in this route, the Peak Forest, and we also get it in the Spirit of Steam as well, so you know it's quite a common sight. We're gonna get it all set up and get underway. It's a lovely day, it's a lovely morning, 11:06 in July. We've got the dynamic weather on. Whether that will make a difference, I don't know. Along the route, let's open the window. I tend to drive steam outside of the loco so we can get a good view of what's going on, but this one actually has got a pretty decent driver's view. You can of course have your head out the window if you want to as well, which we'll have a look at, I'm sure, along the way. Anyway, let's get set up, shall we? So first thing, let's get the reverser all the way forwards. Get that up to 75 as our fireman does his thing there, building it up. Large ejector should remain closed and the small ejector should remain open, so all we need to do is release the combination brakes, because it's got steam and vacuum brakes, and the combination brake will distribute that brake application evenly right along the train, which is obviously important. We're waiting for this vacuum to get up to about 21, then we know the brakes are fully off, and then we'll get underway. 10 miles up to Rowsley in this one. It's been a while actually since I've been on this route, I'll be honest with you. There we go, I can see us rolling back because of the brakes being off. So let's put a little bit of regulator in as it takes the strain of the train. Yeah, we've got mixed freight. These look good, these wagons look pretty nice. You do, of course, have the Jubilee on here as well for passenger, although I think you can run the 8F does some passenger as well in the timetable. Let's go to about 14% regulator. We don't want to overdo it because we'll get wheel slip, of course. There's the whistle. Now that we're underway, let us close the cylinder cocks. Yes, yes, there's the warning telling me to do it. Give me a chance. Off we go. I'm not a massive steam fan. If you're a regular, you've heard me say that before. But I'll be honest with you, once steam came into TSW, I did get a really good appreciation for it. Like I do with a lot of locos and units that I've not really got much experience of. I'm very much from the diesel era, the BR Blue. You know, when I was a kid, there was BR Blue, and then most recently, we've been talking on the channel a lot about the 86 and the 87 once we started getting into a lot of electric trains. Those are the ones I saw going up down the West Coast Main Line. Steam wasn't really a thing when I was a kid. It had gone by then. So, you know, I'm a different era, but I have got a decent appreciation of steam by a TSW for it, so it's a good thing. And I don't think steam is going to be a thing in TSW, sadly, anymore. I don't know whether we'll see any more steam. Saying that, though, we do have third-party developers, so even if DTG don't do steam, that's not to say somebody else won't bring out steam. Anyway, let's increase the regulator, and we'll get moving. If we open it up now to about 70, we can reduce this reverser down to about 50. That's what it was trying to tell me in that warning. So we've got to maintain the steam pressure. So if we increase the regulator, we've got to decrease the reverser just to keep that steam pressure up. So we're still accelerating. Yeah, there you go. We move it. Put it down to the mid gear. We're exactly in the mid gear. So we'll put it down to 40, shall we? And we'll start to pick up speed. Looks good, doesn't it? It's a plain old thing, the 8F, but it looks quite nice. I love this black livery, this British Railways black livery. Let's open that that regulator as we go. Very nice. Keep it going up as far as 100 if we can, and try to maintain an acceleration. Perfect. Look at these old-fashioned cars as well that we've got running along. It's great, isn't it? Now, I know a lot of you on the channel that follow the channel are Steam fans, and I should do Steam a little bit more. Maybe we will. But I'll let you guys tell me in the comments what it is you want to see. If you want to see more Steam, I'm quite happy to go back to these routes. They are quite a favourite of mine. Spirit of Steam was great. Just the length of Spirit of Steam going between Crewe and Lime Street. It was a great route. There was a big introduction from DTG about that when that was coming out, and lots of development updates. I think they were quite excited about that. But the Steam trains are obviously a little bit more complicated to drive, and that could be the issue. Although the tutorials are still very good. So if you've not driven Steam for a while, or if you're new to these routes, then perhaps you're picking these routes up in a sale. I would recommend this route, by the way. Certainly, Peak Forest, because you can drive diesels on there as well from Creators Club. You can create your own little DMU runs. We've done that before on the channel. But if you are new to it, make sure you do all the tutorials. It'll make it much easier. Don't try to just drive the thing. Let's have the whistle. We've got 8.5 to go. We can actually do 80 on this stretch, but we're building it up nicely. We've got a 40 coming up. So, you know what? I'm going to close the regulator. That'll help the steam build up whilst we go through this 40 section. It's lovely, lovely scenery in this part of the world, as you can see. And it looks equally as good in winter as well. If you do a run in the winter, it looks quite nice. All the passengers, by the way, they've all got like period dress on as well from like the 50s. I think this is set in the 50s. This actual route. And so, they've done a good job on getting that right as well. And all the little posters on the stations are all reflective of that era as well. All the advertisements. It really does sort of set the scene and take you back. Watson Well signal box there. Let's just have a look at our train, shall we? We've got the brake van here at the back. You can get in these brake vans as well, by the way. You can go in there, you can sit down, and you can actually ride the whole length of the route if you want to, as part of that, which is also quite good, quite a nice experience if you want a complete change. Let's have a look at the other views we got. There's the flyby. You can do 80 now, so let's start picking it up a little bit. We should have a bit more steam there, ready to go. There we go, acceleration's good. Still got 7 to go. The steam pressure is too low. Set the regulators to closed. Well, if we do that, I mean, that's fine. But we want to make sure that we can keep the speed up. Got 55 coming up. I'll put a little bit in the regulator, see if we can accelerate. Like I said, it is tricky. Once you've done a few runs in one of these steam trains, you get the hang of it. I've not driven it for ages though, so that's my excuse. But we'll give it a try. We are getting some acceleration, so I don't mind. Sometimes those warnings are a bit, a bit premature. They'll tell you something's up before it actually is. If you use the full HUD, by the way, I'm using the minimal HUD. If you use the full HUD, the one that appears down the bottom right hand corner, you do actually get a bit more information about how much steam pressure you've got. You can see when it's going lower or not from the HUD. Now, I generally have the minimal HUD for everything, so I can't see that in this view. So you've got to rely on the instruments in the actual cab itself. I'm just trying to think where the steam pressure is here. I don't think I can see it. There's no dial for it. In some steam trains, I think in the Jubilee, you can actually see dials. All you've got, the only dial you've got here is the vacuum brake. But not to worry, because we're doing a decent speed. I'm happy with that. Still got 6 to go. Let's take another look at the 8F. I've actually got no lights on the front as well. I probably should have put some lights on. I don't know the head codes. What's a freight head code? Is this a freight head code? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would need to consult the manual for that. But we'll put some on for now anyway. Rowsley Sidings, this is. So the route's pretty good. There's a good mix of passenger and a good mix of freight. So you know, it's not a route you'll get bored of for a long time. There's plenty to do, and some decent running as well. This is a relatively short one that we're doing at 10 miles, but no less enjoyable. If you've got the Peak Forest, maybe you're like me, maybe you've not played it for a while. Give it a try again. You might surprise yourself. I think you'll really enjoy it. I was just looking down the list of routes. Because recently, you know, we've had the 86, we've had the Manchester Airport commuter, and now I'm speeding a little bit, so I'm just going to close the regulator. And so we've had routes. The Manchester Airport commuter obviously was the 323. We've had a lot of units recently, so I thought let's go back to the steam. Let's go and drive a steam train, see if I can still remember how to do it. And I can just about, but I need a bit of practice. I'm a little bit rusty. So go and give it a try. You might be surprised. Right, we've got just under 5 to get to Rowsley as we come through the station. Let's try and find out what this station is. It's been a while. This is Matlock Bath signal box. Matlock Bath station. There it is. Lovely stations, aren't they? The way they've been built up with all the old signage, and they've got the old steam train water pipe there for topping up. The route obviously comes with quite a large timetable. It's got the 8F, which we're driving now. It's got the Fowler as well, and it's got the Jubilee. So you have a choice there of what you want to run. And like I said, if you own the 101, Class 101 DMU, you can get, on the Creators Club, you can get the old green liveries, and you can run some DMU up and down as well, which we've done on the channel. It's quite good. If you ever look down the channel, you'll see we've covered that before. They're quite good services. People have put some scenarios on there as well. There's plenty of scenarios actually for this route, both steam and diesel. So you'll not be bored. Right, we're following this river, snaking it along. I'm going to open the regulator a little bit more. Put some speed in, because we can do 50 on this stretch. There's a signal box, a phone box with a cat sat on the top. I've not noticed that before. That's quite a nice touch. There are cats everywhere on these routes, of course, and donkeys. In fact, is there a donkey on this route? If there's a donkey on this route and you've seen it, let me know. Usually there is with a DTG route. This is Matlock as we sail through. The steam pressure is too low again. You can turn those warnings off, by the way. I'm not too worried about that because I think we're alright. We're still accelerating. What's my reverser on? 37. So I can reduce that even further down to about 30, which will help the steam pressure. But we are slightly downhill, so we're alright. Boys are great. I think they're able to utilise the the vehicles that they created on both the Spirit of Steam and this route, because they're a similar era. They may be exactly the similar era. I can't exactly remember the dates that they're set in, but Let's pop back in. Our guy is earning his money today. He's not even sat down, I don't think. You can open these cold doors, by the way, if you want to. That's all there. Here's the cab light, which you can turn on and off. We'll leave that on for if we go in. I don't know if we've got any more tunnels, but if we have, that will help us. You can turn off the water valve as well if you want to. What have we got over this side? Exhaust injector water valve. It's the same as that, isn't it? That's the live. That's the exhaust. It's quite simple inside this one compared to like the Scotsman, for example. Well, that's good. This is a good training one to start on, I would say. Get used to how steam trains work in general. Right, we've only got 2 miles to go. I don't know if we need to set any points once we get to Rowsley. Semaphore signalling, as you would expect, as well. This is Darley Dale. Let's just have a very quick look at the map as to where we're going. We're coming in here, so we're good there. Yeah, I don't think we need to set any points, so we're all right. Church Lane crossing. Just got over a mile to go. We've got a 25 coming up, so I'm going to close the regulator. And I'm just going to go to a very small amount of brake. Just to start bringing us down. We'll just increase it as we go, as we get towards this this 25, then we don't slow down all in one go. Driven 10 miles. I am on the PC, of course. I've driven this extensively on the PS5 since it released. Not so much, as you can tell, on the PC. I'm doing it on the PC today because it's just easy for me to record it for YouTube on the PC these days than it is on the PS5. There's the Jubilee going the other way with a passenger service. Now we are speeding. We missed that 25, so let's just take the speed off. There we go. Release the brake again. We've got to make sure that we're doing the freight. We want to do this very carefully. Open the regulator a little bit just to keep us going. We've got 400 yards to go. Lovely rhythm, that sound, isn't it? That's actually, you know what? That is actually a great screenshot. I'm going to take that as a screenshot, and I might use this for the thumbnail. Let's just see if we can make it a bit lighter. Let's see which way around the sun is coming. We need the sun on this side. There we go. Now, if we that's in full steam there as well. I like this angle. Do like this angle. I may use this one for the thumbnail. Let's see. If we go back here and just change the field of view. That's nice. That's a nice one. Right, let's take that off. Now, I may use this. I may use another one that I've took, but I'm going to snap this one anyway because I don't think I've got many of the steam trains. So it's always good to have a few ready there in the library. Right, 250 to go. Let's close the regulator because we got a red signal right on the stop marker. So we definitely don't want to overcook it. Let's put a little bit in now. Bring that speed down. It's so easy to spad. So easy. I think if you stop a little bit short, it's alright, actually. But we'll see what we can do. This is Rowsley Sidings. There you go. You see, it's a little bit short and it doesn't like it. So we'll just edge forward. We'll just open the regulator just a little bit. And we'll creep forward. Close it again. I think within sort of like 10 yards it'll register. But it's very close, that signal. There we go. Now we need to uncouple all the vehicles. So we'll do that. And that's the end of our service. Took us 20 minutes. Just over 10 miles. So that was really good. I haven't played that for a long time. The reason I made this video is just because I fancied it. And I thought, you know, there'll be many out there as well of you that have not played it again for a while in the same position as me. I always like to go back and play the old stuff. I think it's important. So I hope you've enjoyed it, especially if you've not seen that route for a long, long time, or if it's your first time. Please do give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more trains. And I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody, and bye for now.